wanted to come in and get ready to do a it's going to be a mid-month and full moon read. We're going to do something different this time. We are going to do a pick a card, okay? So, I've already got all of the cards picked. Excuse me, I didn't pick them. I shuffled them and I put them in piles, okay? So those are over here. We are using one of these, Divine Energy Oracle. We are using one of these, Soul Journey. We're using one of these, Moonology. And we are going to pull a few of the Golden Tarot, okay? Now, what you're going to be picking your cards on is going to be based on these crystals that I have, okay? So it's whatever that is drawn, that you're drawn to, no matter if you know what the stone is or not, okay? So this, you see, beautiful. This is a Labrodite. So it has this glassy shine to it. This is a very powerful stone. Definitely dealing with a lot. Heart, third eye. Very mystical here. Okay. Then we have the blue cat's eye. This I love because it really truly is a crystal ball. But it's the blue cat's eye. Now you can see right here this little spot. I've had this for a few years. And this is how crystals work. It absorbs dark energy. So I don't know if you're aware. You might think it's a game, but it's not. It is absorbing energy into this cat's eye. Okay? Now, this is our Selenite Tower. So this is beautiful. This is also like really powerful crystal, transmitting energy. Can go into different dimensions with this type of tower. Okay? And then last but not least, the beautiful red Carnelian. Okay? So, I am going to put the timestamps down below, but we are going to start off with just a brief background here, okay? Because again, the full moon is out, full intensity on Monday. This full moon is dealing with the Pisces energy. So, deep thought, deep emotion, trying to figure out the quest for life, okay? Spiritual knowledge, trying to wonder what's next for you, okay? Now, the thing about this time frame, it is unlocking and releasing things from 6 months ago. So let's go back to March in that case, all right? So basically, we're looking at it from then until now, all right? So let's get started. All right, I am back. So group 1 is the Labrodite. Again, beautiful healing crystal here. Lots of powerful vibrations within this stone. So it is going to help you transmute energy, okay? It is going to help you unlock the heart space if you've been blocking things or people, okay? It is going to help you speak your truth, okay? With this third eye, excuse me, and the throat chakra. Third eye as well, because it's going to help open up the dream space, okay? So, let's see. What people who have picked the Labrodite, we are going to check here. What is the message for the full moon? Okay. Says your dreams need a practical plan. Okay. Interesting. So, with this being said, this is going back to Taurus energy. So again, this can be going back to, like we said, from March until Taurus is in May. So it can be that some things that we started back at the beginning of the year, we lost our focus on it. Okay, we could have started out with a really grand idea, big dream, but when we realized how much work it took, we might have shied away from it. Okay, 555 I just saw. So what it's saying here, we need to be resilient. Okay, we need to be strong, and we also need to be sturdy and stable minded, like this Taurus bull. Okay, so this again is standing in the positive energy of the Taurus. Okay, so now when we think about Taurus, of course, we have good and bad energy on all sides. So one of the Taurus traits of being lazy can be what has kept us from reaching a goal, okay? And it's letting us know here to kind of focus again, going back to the labradorite with the blue and the green here, okay? So focusing on opening up the heart space, so meaning follow what you love, okay? Go after ambitions and careers and entrepreneurial things that you love to do, okay? Not just things that's going to make lots of money, okay? Things that you love to do is the focus, okay? Now, let's see. What is the soul journey? Oh, okay. Now, this came up upside down too. So, this one is about grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Okay? So, in this case, all right, could have lost a job, a loved one, could have lost some type of position, might have got demoted or laid off from your position, okay? It's talking about healing from grief, overcoming grief, okay? And in this case, it's something that is a personal thing, okay? Don't feel obligated to other people to um, how their expectations are, okay? When you're dealing in this place, it's just meant for you, okay? And your angels and ancestors to help you through it, okay? So, now, let's see what is the Divine Energy Oracle. It says a wake-up call, okay? So, with that being said, definitely can be in regards to business, career, finance, going back to this Taurus energy, having a practical plan, also, being determined and focused on a goal, being stable. So it's telling you to wake up. It's like, hey, wake up, now or never type of energy, okay? That's the intensity that they want you to have. Now, we are just going to see what comes out when it comes to those who chose the Labradite. I want to try to get 3 cards, but we'll see what comes out. What's the message for those that chose the Labradite? Ooh, okay, interesting. So, this is the 9 of coins. And this can definitely be a Taurus, can be Capricorn, and then right now we're in the Virgo season, which is the 9, all right? So, in this case, it is dealing with the finances, talking about maybe a certain lifestyle that you want to have, that you're aspiring for, okay? This person is very independent. Also, they are focus more on the things that make them happy and bring them peace. Okay, this is kind of like she's a part of the royal family. She's not a queen just yet. So in that case, you do have to work your way up still, but it is a place of happiness. All right, so that's a good thing. Now, anything else? What else do we need to know here? What else do we need to know? Oh, that's what's out. Interesting. Got a lot of coins. Here is the king of coins. Okay. Now, he definitely is representing the Taurus. You see the bull here? So again, let's go back to May and go forward to Capricorn season, which is going to put us in the new year. Okay. So it's letting us know once we get a control of things, right? Once we get a stable mindset and a focus, we can get into this king energy, okay? Where we are financially stable, we're a leader in our field, okay? This is that energy that we need. Very good. Now, let's get one more for the group that is dealing with the Labrodite. Ooh, and there it is. This is the ace. So the Ace of Swords is all about speaking the truth, receiving clarity, going into new opportunities, okay, to where you're going to be in the position of power. So, whatever it is that you're wanting to start, even if it's something that you're revisiting from the past, it's definitely letting you know to move forward with it. And see, this is a 1. So again, this can definitely be something that you're going to need to start planning and working on now so that you can be ready to go at the beginning of the year. Okay? All right. Hope you enjoyed it. All right, we're back. Here is the cat's eye. So, this is definitely the blue and the white. So the blue connecting with the throat chakra, the third eye, and the crown. I love this. So blue is definitely a peaceful, calming energy. So let's see what's the messages for those who are called to the cat's eye. All right, let's see. The Moonology message. Ooh, be bold and make the first move. All right. So that's a very direct message. So, and again, dealing with this is something that you've been thinking about for a while, but possibly you haven't acted on it just yet. Pause. Thank you for your patience. So, be bold and make the first move. Going back with the cat's eye, definitely dealing with something that you may have been thinking, wanting to say, something that you might have had especially with this card, with this crystal, might have come to you in the dream state, because this is similar to Neptune energy, which is going through right now with the Pisces full moon. Neptune energy is dealing with the dreams and the illusions and the subconscious, deep knowledge, okay? So, be bold and make the first move, whatever this is about. So it can be about you speaking your truth to someone or about something, a new opportunity that you have been wanting to take. You might need to take that now, is what it's saying, okay? Now, the soul journey. Humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Okay? So, going into the lighter side of life, being bold and make the first move. So, in a way, it can be that you are going to get ready to go against something that is your norm or go against something that, say, you might not have been comfortable with in the past. So, sometimes humor does make things a little bit easier to deal with. Also, when you're focusing on the lighter energy, that just makes things go through easier. The green here is dealing with the heart. So again, it can be reaching out to a loved one that you haven't heard from in a while. Can be taking a first move to meet somebody, introduce yourself to somebody. Okay. Also can be about taking a leap of faith on some big action or a goal that you've been wanting to fulfill. Okay? Now, let's see what's the Divine Energy Oracle. There it is. Think things through. Alright? So, that's interesting. Because, of course, when you're going to be bold, you definitely got to think things through so that you're not making any mistakes, that you're not being sloppy with things, or that you're not going to fail. Okay? Because when you be bold and you step out of the comfort zone, if you're not fully prepared, you can fail and you're going to end up at what is it? At the starting point. Okay? Square one. Alright? So, thinking things through, that's the message. Now, we're talking about this full moon going back to March. Alright? So, for instance, if it's some things that you've been dealing with or it's been lingering on since March, definitely saying to make the first move to change it. Now let's see, what is the messages here with the tarot? I want to get 3. Okay, so there you go. Magician is in the reverse. So again, this can be why you might not have taken a certain leap of faith. You feel like you don't have the necessary tools, or you feel like you don't have, like you're not hopeful enough. You haven't been setting your intentions big enough. This is the magician here. So he can maneuver all these things and make it work. Manipulation is magic, okay? So think things through. That's the only way the magician, and with this magic wand, going into this again with this third eye, crown, and throat, okay? The magic wand, once you speak your truth, once you are clearing your thoughts about it, and you send it up to the heavens to release the intention, this is when you manifest things, okay? So, we love that. Let's see, anything else here for those that is attracted to the cat side? Alright, so this is the 8 of Cups in the reverse. In a way, this is talking about that being bold. You are a little bit afraid here, okay? Because in this case, see, you're fully ready to move on. You want to release something and keep going and get more. But with like this, you are doubting yourself, or you are also like not fully sure if you want to walk away yet, okay? So, also goes back to this, thinking things through. So, Let's see, anything else here for those with the cat's eye? All right, we had this card actually in the first reading. So this is a card of independence and hard work. It's like your garden, how does your garden grow? Okay, so this is like you have all these coins here, which is financial stability. And you have your bird here, which is helping you to get your messages and bring them down to the earth. Okay, again, going back to this cat's eye with the crown and the third eye. All right, so really good energy with this. This is the outcome. So keep working on your goals. Be bold, but also think things through. All right, back with the Selenite Tower. So the Selenite, very mystical. It's like iridescent. It's always cold and is used to actually like make wands. I have a wand of it as well. But this is very highly like it's used for transmuting energy, okay? Similar to the quartz, the clear quartz. This one is definitely with the crown. Definitely with the crown, okay? So connecting to the higher self here. So let's see what the message is. So we have for the moon, and we're in the full moon energy right now. Let's see what's the message. Oh, don't let pride get in the way. And this is talking about Leo energy. So we just came out of Leo season in August. Okay, so it's saying don't let pride get in your way. So it can be definitely dealing with your appearance. Okay, so can be that you are getting into a place where you're starting to be superficial. All right, so that can have a lot to do with how you appear on the outside to people, right? Versus how you really are. Okay. Now, when we're dealing with the pride, of course, you're supposed to have pride. But what it's saying is don't let your pride get in the way. So don't let your ego block you from love or block you from relationships with people. Okay? That's what I'm getting with this pride. All right? Now, let's see what the soul journey. Adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Okay? Now, this is interesting because going back to the Leo energy. Leo, very entrepreneurial, very determined, that type of energy. So they definitely have a lot of pride to where they don't like to admit fault or they don't like to accept defeat. Okay? So what it's telling us here about adversity is letting us know the best way that we can accept challenges are to learn from them. Okay? So again, with this pride getting in your way, it may be like you need to ask questions. You may need to listen to self-help, or you may need to get a therapist. You may need to change your perspective based on, excuse me, how you've done things in the past, okay? Because again, we are using this to connect with the higher self, okay? So let's see. And then our divine energy oracle. Oh, it's a message. Say no. All right. So now that's interesting because this is kind of contradictory because it's saying don't let your pride get in the way, but a message of saying no. So in that case, okay, Going back to this Leo. So it can be like you are not willing, in this case, it's telling you say no to letting people take advantage of you. Say no to letting people try to change your focus when you're determined or you have set your pride into a certain place, okay? When it's for the best, okay? Say no when people is draining you of time, energy, resources, okay? Now, let's get 3 messages from the tarot. What's the messages for the people that are attracted to the Selenite? That came out. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune. So this is perfect because this is dealing with money, finances, love, everything good. All right. And if you see, look who's there at the bottom, Leo. So this is talking about the fixed signs, okay? So in that case, the next fixed sign is Scorpio. So that's going to be here in the end of October going to November, where we may have to change our perspective again, okay? So that message was not to let the pride get in your way. So just be aware, all right? And especially with this adversity, just be aware of certain challenges that might come up here in the next month or two, okay? And the overall, if it's something that's not feeling right, say no, okay? Anything else here with our tarot? Ooh, that flipped right on out. That was pretty. Ah, so this is the Ten of Swords. Now, this is definitely talking about completing a cycle. So, again, can be dealing with this pride to where you've been actually feeling down, but you won't let anybody help you, or you won't let somebody, get you to the next level because you've always been used to accepting adversity. So, with that being said, it's letting us know as we're going into the 10, which is October, we are going to be going into a new phase of things. This is also a 10, Wheel of Fortune. So this is really good energy. I love that. All right. Let's get one more for those. Oh, now this is the Tower in the reverse. So you got a lot of major cards here. With this Tower in the reverse is letting us know, like, we can save things. It's not the end. It's not the end, okay? You can make certain changes here, especially with these 10s. It's letting us know these last 2 months of the year can be, like, it can make or break you with this tower here, okay? Let's see. Let's get one more to clarify what that tower. Clarify the tower for the Selenite lovers. Oh, okay. That was actually already flipped over. Let's see. There you go. Now this is interesting because this is the Five of Swords. So if you see, this person is already like pushed these people away. Basically, he's defeated them because he took their swords. So in this case, you are going back to this Leo and this pride. Okay, you could have a lot of pride here to where you are not willing to like see other people's perspectives and you're pushing them away. Okay, and or you are getting in this energy to where you are going to start saying no. Okay, so hope you enjoyed it. Keep me posted. Hello. Last but not least, we're coming in with the Carnelian. I love this stone. Okay, so it's definitely dealing with the earth energy, dealing with the chakras, with the sacral and the root chakra. Okay, so it's dealing with our sense of stability, our sense of security, okay? Can be dealing with our willpower and our drive to move forward, okay? So it's actually with the lower chakras, so it is something that we need to grow because it's going to filter all of the higher energies. So you have to be stable and grounded. All right, this will definitely help you. So let's see what's the messages with the Carnelian. So we have our Moonology going in with this full moon coming up here. Full intensity is on Monday, but it's going back to 6 months ago. So it's basically saying things from 6 months ago are now going to be revealed at this point. All right. So let's see what's the Moonology message. Ah, see, a personal issue reaches resolution. Okay. So that's really good. So again, it's something, can be something that you've been dealing with for the past 6 months that has been lingering on. And it's like, okay, when am I going to be done with this? When is this going to really be, like, when am I going to not have to worry anymore? Okay. So again, going back to this with the stability and the sense of security, can definitely be dealing with financial issues here, health issues here, okay? This stone will help you with that, okay? Now, if you can see how the ridges go, this is how the stone works. It's going to absorb and then it's going to get lighter, okay? So, personal issue reaches resolution. So, this is definitely something that is good, and it's a full moon card. So again, full moon is about the things you want to release. So again, we want to be done with whatever stress, whatever has been lingering for these 6 months. We want to put it to bed at this point. So this is a good card to let you know things are coming to a close. Love it. Now, what's our soul journey? Perfect. Self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Okay? So, going back to this personal issue. So, it can be before you were lacking self-esteem or you were going through a phase where your self-esteem was tested. Okay? That sense of security and stability, you didn't have it at that point. Okay? But it's letting you know to start building this back up. Your self-esteem, start building that up and recognizing those gifts and the things that you do bring to others. Okay? So that's really good. Now, let's see. What's the Divine Energy Oracle? Oh, we love it. Have faith. So that's a perfect message. You want to have faith. Don't lose your hope. Again, if you've been dealing with this for the past 6 months and or longer, it's definitely very trying. It's definitely like you want to be able to breathe easily again. So it's definitely letting you know to have faith and trust in divine timing. Okay? Good. And I love how the colors is matching up here with the self-esteem. So things are looking brighter. Now, let's see what is the messages with the tarot for those that's connected to the Carnelian. What's the message for those connected to the Carnelian? Ooh, Wheel of Fortune. Just had this in the other group too. So this is really good because again, it's talking about things reaching resolution. The wheel is always turning. So in this case, we're going into the 10th month. So we are coming into some type of completion of a cycle. Okay. And this just told us that things are reaching a resolution. So very much so with this card between October and November is a big month, okay? So this can be big growth in the finances, also in the career. So let's look, see the Leo is down here. This is all the fixed signs. So Leo, Taurus, then we got Aquarius, and we got Scorpio here. So our next fixed sign is in Scorpio. So definitely they want us to know that a new beginning is coming, okay? That's really good. What else here for those who are connected to the Carnelian? Uh-huh. Now this is the Eight of Swords. So this is dealing with the thoughts and the mind, okay? So sometimes we can play tricks on ourselves, right? And this actually came up next to this. So see the red, dealing with that stability and the willpower. So in this case, this woman is like a mental prison because she's really not tied to anything except herself. So it can be about being a victim to your own thoughts, all right, or being stuck in the middle here, right, where you don't know what's the best decision, what's the turn, what to do, okay. Good thing is this is representing our Libra season, so we're coming in the Libra season now. So it's the feeling that you are going to be able to kind of like breathe a little bit more and start to release from the mental chains that you've been having. Okay. Anything else here? Interesting. So the Queen is in the reverse. So it can be that you have been not wanting to speak up about something, okay? Or that you've not wanted to really address something. You were waiting for it to pass, okay? So in that case, things are going to turn around, especially if you were disconnected from somebody, all right? Because with this being the Queen, it's talking about opening up more in the heart space. But this Queen, this is the Swords. So again, this is dealing with Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So it's definitely saying like you're not going to let somebody trick you out of your position. You have a very strong mind. So it's saying that you usually use your logic over your heart. Okay? But in this case, with this have faith, is letting you know that sometimes you can outsmart yourself when you go back to this because you start thinking and overthinking too much. Alright? So, that's a message. Trust your intuition, but also rely on the faith. Okay? Rely on the faith. Have a good one.